13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Cleveland. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try the right side with Harris. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. This defense for the Steelers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Dug in now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's got it. Touchdown! Darnell Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Browns, nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Boy down, he's coming. Hey, 59.
Now Watson. From left side here, and it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Taken in at the 22. Powers through. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
To throw is Duggan. That's complete to Dill.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Slot man moves right.
Here's Duggan to throw.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mecole Hardman, 39 yards. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Browns, nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. To throw is Watson.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Steelers 21, Browns nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And Lazard's got it again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
4 yards. Complete to Alan Lazard. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 50-yard line.
Watson now going to run the option right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watson now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. Duggan.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing, Duggan.
That is caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Duggan looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Duggan will look to throw this. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Steelers 28, Browns nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnover.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the Steelers first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got his man, Dell. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw on second down. Dugan. And his throw is incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
79 Broncos. Come 19. Come 19.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run it here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback. Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Browns 7. Jake Elliott set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Going for the deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10.
Here's Watson.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a first down carry for Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On first down, Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Watson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to...
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
Escapes the defender.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got the two-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Duggan now to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Duggan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 135 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because